Hey, it's Chris Bowling.
Hey, it's Chris Beyer.
Happy Friday, CB.
Friday. Look at us both in our jackets, all
Got
casual
it
on Friday.
today.
Lots of work to do, but it's great to get connected and record today.
Yes, yes. Well, I have physical therapy today, so that's why I'm wearing this because it's going to be
Fantastic.
easy for him to grab my elbow and start tweaking it. And
Yeah, you just had surgery a few weeks ago, recovering out of
yes,
the
sir.
sling.
I felt left out because you were in a sling for
Yeah,
what, 6 weeks or a long time getting your
yeah,
shoulder surgery. I'm like,
yeah.
you know what? I just feel like I need to get surgery as well.
Well, Chris and Chris have to do things very similarly. So we both, in the span of 6 months, had to wear a shoulder sling. And yeah,
Miserable.
I'm out of PT. Had a great experience. I'm back on the men getting back into some exercise and
Nice.
strengthening again. But man, you're probably feeling it too. Our routines are out of whack as a result.
Horrible. Horrible. Well, and now, I'm in, shoot, I have a 1 pound restriction for at least 3 weeks, and I'm in PT for at least 8 weeks. So yeah, I could just see myself just get a little bit bigger, pants getting a little bit tighter. It's like this is horrific.
So it's probably a good time for us to talk about getting back into our positive habits. I know, when you and I first started working together in this format, we were going through coaching. We were getting ourselves set for our social media campaign, some of our new things, and
Ah,
I started going through counseling. That was COVID days, and
yes,
that helped really get me back in the right mindset. And I'm gonna do it again because it's like, holy cow, these habits are back, and it's
I
just like
love that.
I think for the sake of my family, the sake of our ability to work with our clients, I've got to get myself back in that right frame of mind and get back into the what would have been the positive routine. But it is hard to get back into that when you have an injury, when you're down this way. It's different than the normal I guess stressors of work when you just can't do what you've always done.
Yeah, going back to like I said, like you said, both of us were rigid. We had very rigid routines.
Yeah.
Every day at 4:30, I was working out every
Yeah.
day. And it's amazing how much better you feel. You
Yeah.
of course eat better because you're like, well, I'm not going to eat that when I have to work out because then I'm just wasting my workout. But then you sleep better. It's just everything just moves in this circular motion. If you do this, then you do this, and you do this, and you're like, wow, I feel great. And then yeah, my routine got blown when we got back from Europe. That was a great vacation. Ate like a pig. Their
Yeah.
food is so different than ours. That my wife had me walking 180 miles a day, I think.
Yeah.
But
That
you know,
down.
you come back to the States and you eat that many calories and then you don't walk everywhere. Only one thing's going to happen.
Well, it's just I'll give credit to my wife and my daughter both. They were like, you've got to get back to it, and it's you and I went through a very intense fourth quarter. Yeah, not making an excuse, but I just think of like what was different from what we were doing over the summer to now. And it was like surgery, COVID,
Right.
holidays, fourth quarter. It's like, oh man, like we're just not doing what we did. So figure today is the time to say, yes, getting back into counseling, getting back into a positive routine. And I think we both have to. I mean, you're going to be able to like lift with one arm. So, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
you bulk up that other one. So,
Yeah. And it's funny. I even asked him, I'm like, so can I like run on a treadmill? He's like, no, but you can walk on a treadmill. I'm like, oh, okay.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm walking for hours.
Yeah, because I think like if we go back to pre our horrible habits, it was like you were doing a lot of lake time out in the water, doing all that stuff. I mean, those are the things you like to do to relax. We like to travel. We like to go to Chicago or St. Louis, and like just get away and have that break. But it just felt like I think at the fall we've both been stuck in spots for so long as a result of those things. The I think the overlap of work and home didn't split like it needed to. So,
No, it's just, I noticed your burnout was
yeah,
just went through the roof.
yeah, but
Unfortunately, we were exhausted when we went into fourth quarter.
yeah,
And then when we were in that October, November period, both of us were just zombies. It's like,
yeah,
how do we just got to keep forging ahead.
yeah, yeah. So it's I share this too, just from that standpoint. There's probably some people that are following us and watching this too that have some good ideas of how do you reset, because it comes that point where you're just like, nope, this isn't working. I've got to do something different and take that step forward, and then just be held accountable to it. Because
Yeah, we are open to suggestions, people.
yes, please. Yeah, and I think it's also been good here these last few weeks. You know, Chris, you and I have been in person together.
Yeah, which
We
is
haven't
great.
done that for a long time, so it was easy for us to jump on here, knock stuff out, but we never really were like engaging on a personal level to that extent. But
Right.
in the same office together, we've seen our team. It's like it's a whole different feel. It's kind of pre-COVID again, which is nice.
Which I think's been great. We have been trying to, now I think everyone's getting more comfortable of us coming in person.
Yeah.
That's when you and I would have so much fun. It was the drive,
Yes.
I mean, because then it's not all about work, Of course, usually the drive back is all about work, but yet,
drive, either you're yelling at somebody because you don't like the way they drive, or I'm driving 5 miles under the speed limit, as you say, and depending on who's driving, it was always unique.
Yeah, my favorite is when I'm driving and you're driving and you have to immediately tell me Stella's in the car. Like, okay, I won't yell at the driver in front of me.
Oh, it's so much fun. But yeah, I'm hopeful that you recover well. I know you've got a long
Yeah,
road to ET and those things, but just being able to say, let's reset. I think this was a good topic today, and it's very timely, and hopefully we'll see some improvements as we go through over the next few months.
Now it's in video, so
It's on video. It's out to the masses. So
people
yeah,
are going to make us accountable, which is exactly what we need.
bust us. Well, good to talk. Hopefully PT goes well today.
Thanks, my friend. I appreciate you. We'll see you.
Bye-bye.